even though we have an idea about it when we talk about what is subject curriculum, what is activity curriculum, what is broad field curriculum. If we said content, we mean that bodies of knowledge systematically arranged to cater for the needs of the society. This is what we mean by curriculum content. So in short, curriculum content has to do with courses we offer at various levels in university or tertiary institution. If you want to study law, this is your course combination. If you want to study pharmacy, these are your course combination or subject to include. If you want to be an engineer, these are the courses. If you want to be an artist. So, in this regard, curriculum are bodies of knowledge systematically arranged to cater for the needs of the society. But what they are telling us here is you can compete needs of the society if you go back to national educational objectives, free and democratic society, united, strong and self-reliant nation, dynamic economy, land full of opportunities for all children, and so on. This is what we mean by national educational objectives. So it has to be aligned with our objective to be free and democratic, to be self-reliant, to have a dynamic economy. Whatever we pursue under education, it should be helpful. It should help in promoting growth and development, not just mere pursuing ABCD in primary or secondary school. No, it's more than that. We have to plan. We have to set target. We have to have a vision as to how we are going to achieve technologically or scientifically or educationally or what have you. So in this regard, curriculum content, as we said, are bodies of knowledge systematically arranged to cater for the needs of the society. I will give two areas here. We are suffering on these banditry activities and insecurity in Nigeria. What arrangement can we make to bring about peace, progress, and economic development in our midst? You have to plan. Oh, we are lacking in technology. We cannot compete with America, we cannot compete with Germany, we cannot compete with England and France in terms of technology. You can plan. In education, it's not magic to say that I cannot achieve. It's not magic. You can plan and say, yes, I want to achieve, I want to compete with any country in the world in terms of technology. You can achieve. So this is what we mean by needs of the society. Also, when you realize that you are not sufficient in social area, for example, food, we import rice was 2 trillion naira or more than. We import wheat of 2 trillion naira or more than. Then you say, I want to boost the economy, I want to empower my people, at least to produce this, because we have the land, we have the resources, whatever, that will enable our farmers to produce this quantity, and still we are importing. You have to address this issue and give it a time frame. Within society, we are going to be self-sufficient in food, in terms of wheat needs, or rice demand, or this, or even spaghetti. Let us produce it by ourselves. Cotton in terms of textile. How to iron ore in terms of technology. Okay? So how do we source this material, or how do we plan our education? At least to develop from where we are to level that is so high. The content might be applicable to the solution of the problem affecting the people who use it. It is divided into bodies of knowledge, for example, mathematics, science, technology, language, geography, agric science, and so on. It also includes cherished skills that cater for ideological, vocational, and technical consideration. Such content must be structured into program of activities and to select the material and equipment that give out usable production. So you can see, in terms of this arrangement, you also pitch out people that are blazed with an idea in the society. Even though they are not in education line, but you can tap their experience, you can tap their ability, bring them to the school, into the midst of the student, and they coach the student. For example, I don't know how to catch fish traditionally, and this one has the technical know-how. I will invite him to come and demonstrate what to use my student to engage them in catching and rearing fish in the society. Or I don't know how to cultivate cotton. I will invite someone who knows an instrument. Besides conducting research on how to improve from what we have, like cotton, how to grow cotton, to cater for the needs of our textile in Nigeria. How do we do that? Or for example, we are lacking in electricity. One country is selling 800 and something megawatt. Germany is selling 200 plus. France is selling 100 plus. But Nigeria is only reading 45 megawatt of electricity. So how do we progress? Because we cannot develop without electricity, technically. And now it is also reading only 5 megawatt. While in France they have over 100 megawatts. If you go to Germany, they have also more than 100 megawatts. I think it is reading 200 also. So where are we? If you go to China and America, it is reading 1 million plus megawatts. So how do we compete with America? How do we compete with China if we are still at this level? So educationally, we can arrange to achieve, we can arrange to develop, we can arrange to empower or to tell the ideas of our people and bring about development. Some countries have done that and they become independent. If you go to Korea, they are independent. If you go to China, they are not like that before. If you go to Iran, they are developing. They are competing with advanced countries now. Why not Nigeria? I hope it is clear.